Wait, is that good night? Yeah, good night. Good night. Wait, no, not good night. It's like because going to sleep. Good evening. Right. Here's how to actually overcome failure, right? And first of all, I just want to let you guys know this might sound like one clickbait ass title, but my channel, the way that I want to kind of grow my channel and who I want to be later on the line in the future is I want to be someone respected, like someone that other people could look up to and respect, right? I don't want to give like shit advice, half-ass advice. I want to give like genuinely good advice, right? I don't want to be like these people like they have no more. See, you know what videos I see about people doing OF and this one cheating on that, or this one making money off of people who are desperately lonely. Like, dog, like it's like have no people have no morals nowadays, right? And I genuinely don't want to be like them, right? So, and I'm talking, and I'm also saying this because I want to talk about there's other knowledge I have, right? But I like to give advice on things that I know for sure that works. I don't want to just randomly give you guys advice that does not work, and by doesn't work, it means that I haven't even applied it to myself, and I just want to give you guys it like it just doesn't work. That's how am I gonna be someone that other people could respect? You know what I mean? Like, so obviously I'm not gonna do that. But what I do know for a fact is how to overcome failure, right? And I'm doing failure as in this. You can see why. Now I just want to give what's the word? There's some information. Is I used to be 300 pounds at 16, and I kind of learned this from that age. I was literally just like this, right? I was just and it just popped in my head, right? I was just reflecting and thinking back on how I used to lose weight and what I used to do, and I realized, I used to have a mindset where, and I believe I still do, because I mean, how else it come to my head, that I used to overcome failure. Right? And I'm gonna tell you guys what, right? So, overcoming failure is very simple, very very easy, very little, like 4 or 5 steps, I think. I have like a what I'm trying to do now is like put some bullet points now so that I don't forget what it is I'm gonna talk about, right? Because some of my friends, when I'm making new videos, they would say, bro, you need to like write down bullet points when you are making videos because the videos are too long because you keep forgetting what it is you are saying and where you reach and so on. Okay, I get it. And if it saves you guys your precious time, then okay, I will respect your guys like time and all that. So I will try to do that from now on. All right. So the first step is to acknowledge, literally acknowledging that you did a wrong or that you fail. It is your fault, right? You acknowledge that. That's like literally first step. This is like, listen, there are people in this world that literally refuse to take accountability for their actions and will literally blame other people. So the fact that you could actually know that you did something wrong, you're literally like better than whatever those percentage of those people are, right? So that's like the first step. So the first step is to acknowledge that whatever you did is wrong. If you went and you said you weren't gonna watch porn, but you ended up watching porn, literally acknowledging that you did a wrong, you did a mistake, you failed, right? That is literally the first step to overcoming failure, right? That's literally the first step, right? The second step, what I have here, is analyze. Now, what does I mean by analyze is try to figure out what went wrong, right? So let's just use the porn example, right? So the first step is to acknowledge that you watched porn, right? You did not be a man of your word and you end up watching porn and you felt like shit, right? And you fail. The second step is to analyze, meaning what happened? What happened in that period before you watched porn to go and watch porn? Right? So what happened? Were you in a mood? Were you horny? Were you too comfortable? Was the phone near you in bed and it was just easy access? Did you already have tabs open or something? Like, analyze everything that happened before you watch porn, right? Or whatever action it is, right? I'm just using porn as an example. So analyzing it is, again, just trying to figure out what conditions were met that made you end up watching porn, right? So that's the second step. So first step, acknowledge, right, which is make sure that understand that you, oh shit, God, mom, you know, more people only walking on me in my videos, but it's all right. So yeah, acknowledge is the first step, and the second step is analyzing. The third step is positive. Now, I know it's cliche as fuck, but I want to tell you something. Positive is a really good thing, but also a bad thing, right? Usually people would just say, just be positive, right? I genuinely want to look out for you boys and trying to help people. So I want to give you the negative downsides of being too positive, right? So the advantages, of course, of being positive is that you are literally a better version of you, right? You are more social, you are more outgoing, you are more happy, right? Everything that you do, it's more productive, right? When you are in a positive mood, when you are in a positive state, right? But yeah, the downsides. The downsides, you know, my video, in fact, hold on, side tangent. You know, my video, dog, when I was reviewing my videos, my voice sounds so damn light. I don't know why the phone picks up my voice as so light. My voice is not that light, bro. Telling you, sometimes my voice deep as fuck. I don't know. Right now, I mean, on the camera is obviously gonna sound different, but not right now, way. It's alright, I guess. It's like normal, I guess. That's all I can say. But yeah, as I was saying, the negative downsides of positivity is that you gotta understand that life sucks. Straight up, life literally sucks balls. Life just sucks. I'm telling you, life just sucks. Like, if your girlfriend cheated on you, well, you're gonna be positive and be like, oh yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me. I can get a new girl now. Or like, I lost my job. Or you're gonna be positive about that. You're gonna be like, time to get a new career switch. Life just sucks sometimes, right? I want you to understand that. Life just sucks, right? So be positive. Positive has its upsides, but don't be too positive about anything really, because it has its downsides, right? So just try to, like, I'm sure you are a very smart individual, so you will naturally navigate through that, right? So I don't need to complicate anything more, right? And plus, again, when you keep it positive, you also like open your mind to learning, right? Learning from your mistakes, right? So the next one, that's like a kind of bonus one. That's like a kind of part B to the positive one, which is you just learn from mistakes when you're in a positive mood, positive mindset, right? You learn from your mistakes. Go look up. Oh, that's the camera, right? The fourth, what is it? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, this fourth one. The fourth one is vocabulary. Ooh, like where the hell you dog? Where the hell you even getting this information from? Online, I'm telling you, right? Vocabulary. Your vocabulary is probably the most important skill, trait, ability, whatever the hell you want to call it. It is very important. It is in fact how I went from losing, like gaining that much weight to losing that much weight. Like, do you not see the size of my dog? Look how big dog, look how big my shirt is. Like how stretch out and thing. Mad. And this is the shirts I used to wear. I used to actually fill up this shirt. My breast used to hang down like to my stomach, dog. It was ridiculous. Okay, well, not maybe that. Okay, that's a over exaggeration, but I was a big fella, big boy, big chunky boy, right? Vocabulary is, yeah, okay, so you know, at the start in the video I said failure as this. That's a reason. I don't like to use words that are very strong, like hate. Hate is a strong word, right? Hate is a strong word, no. Hate is a strong word, right? I don't like to use hate. I don't like to use strong words much. Like failure. Failure is a very strong word. Failure means like no comebacks, right? And the back of your head, back of your mind, you get that, right? Failure means like no comeback. So that way you feel so sad and depressed and like you want to give up, right? Golly, what the fuck? Right? Instead of saying failure, I want you to use words or terms like, I'm just having difficulties, I'm just having trouble, I could do a little better next time. Like, I don't even know how to call these words, because again, I just came up with it. Maybe someone else came up with it before me, but I just came up with it, right? I don't really know what to call it, but words like that, right? Don't say failure. Don't say I fail. I can't do it. I'm never gonna, like, don't use fucking words like that. Dead ass though. Simply changing your vocabulary will make a big difference, I'm telling you. Right? Combine that with your ability to learn and to keep going, you're gonna fucking make it, trust me. Right? So instead of saying words like failure, right, change your vocabulary and say things like again, what did I just say? I'm just having difficulties, I'm just having trouble, it may take some time, or like you figure it out, right? Don't use strong words. Strong complete words is what I would say. Like failure means, like, failures are very strong, and I say complete because it just means like fail, right? You can't redo, no redo words. Like, that's how failure means. That's what failure kind of means, right, when you say it. So avoid words like that. Avoid using strong words like failure, right? And never, and can't, and no way, and shit like that, right? Don't use those words. Cut them out. Cut those words out, right? And the last but not least action that you can do to overcome failure, just focus on the next task that just won't put you in the same position that you were before. That's it. Literally it. Like, it's literally as easy as you know exactly what you need to do to put yourself out of failure, and just that's exactly what I'm talking about. That same advice or knowledge or action that you have in your head right now as you are watching this video, just do it. That's the last step, right? Because when I was fat, right, even though I eat, so because sometimes I had moments where I would eat like really late in the night, it would be like 10 o'clock, but then I want to sleep. But because I ate a heavy ass, unhealthy ass meal, though, I'm talking like, it used to be bread, and it would be like this Caesar paste, some kind of Caesar salad dressing, and I would just take out bread and paste that shit. I used to eat ketchup sandwiches back in the day. I don't really eat that. I don't even eat that anymore, but I could probably try it. But I used to mix these, so I would put like barbecue, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise or something, and pepper sauce, mix that, spread that like a sauce, sandwich it, and eat that. Or put some cheese in that. I'm not even gonna lie, that used to taste real good, right? But in those nights, I used to go in bed, try to sleep. My heart would be racing because, again, you ate literally so damn close to bed. And in fact, you literally ate right before going to bed, and a heavy ass meal, right? That's how I used to operate. Shit, boy. And in this same bed too. Fuck. And golly. Shit, what I was saying, boy. Yeah, and in the back of my head, even though I know I did that wrong, and it felt like I failed, like I couldn't, there's no way to get back. I used to watch myself in this mirror right here, and I used to always tell myself, "You gonna do it." Right? I used to like big up myself, you know what I mean? Just big up yourself, say, I can't give up, like, no way. Always gonna try, right? And in the back of my head, I know, like, okay, how can I correct this? How can I correct this negative action I did? I used to literally just get up in the night, jiggle myself, literally just jiggle myself and shit, or do some kind of quick thing with the weights, even though it was like the most half-ass form you would ever see in your life. Walk around for 10 minutes, or as quietly as I could. Again, I was still a big guy, right? And there's tenants downstairs too. I used to do some shit, dog. I used to do some shit, right? That is what I mean by do a better. What do you have right here? do a better outcome. Though that is the worst pronunciation or worst sentence I've ever written. It sounded so bad in my head. Look, I literally have. Oh shit, you can't read that. Do a better outcome. Action. Oh shit, action. I write that weird, but yeah. Even if when you do a failure, you know that there is something that you can do to correct it. The only reason that you aren't is because you're dwelling on the failure, right? You are basically ruminating on those negative thoughts. Holy shit, I used some big words there, boy. Golly! Wow, right? But no, seriously, whenever you say failure, you start ruminating. Also, by the way, ruminating means you're just dwelling on negative thoughts, right? Right? Just to make sure you're up to date and you're clear of what it is you have to do, right? So again, don't use failure, right? It's change your vocabulary, right? Say like, okay, I'm just having trouble, I'm having difficulties, and you know exactly what action you need to take to correct yourself from this downward spiral, downward course, bad course, whatever you want to call it. You know exactly what you need to do. I cannot decide that for you. I am just giving the advice, and I'm hoping that you can take the advice, and I as well am hoping that the advice I give will help you because it helped me. So, you know what? Man, I have self-confidence in my advice too because I give an advice that genuinely help people. So this advice will help you. Guaranteed. I did say don't say guaranteed, but fuck it, guarantee. Right? But you have to know what action you need to take to make your life better. I cannot decide that for you. If you did porn, if it was me, I just will be again. I'm myself. If I were to watch porn, I wouldn't really see it as a failure. Right? It's just constantly watching. Look. I have like my own advice on how to quit porn and all that. It's kind of like both sides, but if I were to watch porn and I say I fail, well, I wouldn't say I fail. Obviously, I'm giving this advice, but what would I do if I were to watch porn? Let's just say I use porn as an example, because that's most of the time people like say how to quit porn, how to stop porn, how to stop the addiction, whatever. I would probably do. I would probably do something that makes me feel good, because of course when I do it I would feel like shit. So I would just what is something that would just make me feel good? I would just go read a book. Well, again, for me personally, right? You have to figure out on your own. This is just general advice. I just like to give general advice that hopefully help a general amount of people, right? At least I try to give advice that works for so and so. But yeah, you have to figure out what action you need to take to correct your downward spiral, negative action, whatever it is, right? So you have to figure it out on your own. So along with the other I want to say viruses. I was watching like Resident Evil Requiem. Got me talking about viruses. But yeah. So again, just to summarize, even though this video is too long, acknowledge, which is first of all just understand that it is your fault. Analyze, which is try to figure out why you did what you did, what conditions were met that led to up to that point of you performing the one action that you did not like. Try to not say failure there. Positive and learn, which is again try to think positive and learn, be open to learn, try to figure out okay what you can do next time. Again, downsides of positivity too. Vocabulary, which is just simply changing the way that you say things, right? Don't use words as failure because it's too strong. Instead, use things like I'm having difficulties, I'm having trouble, it may take some time, like stuff like that, right? And the last one is do the action that will basically send you in a upward spiral. Downward spiral. upward spiral. Right? So that being said, you take care. Have a good night, good sleep, right? I will also. So take care.